Welcome to this information session about our Master of Science in Osteopathy program at the International Academy of Osteopathy. I'm really excited to have you here today with me as we dive into the fascinating world of osteopathy and explore some of our amazing opportunities that await you here at our academy. My name is Jorik van Overloop, teacher and osteopath at the IAO, and I'm very pleased to guide you through this information session today. Before we continue with our information session, I want to point out some of the main topics that will be discussed during this session. First, I will present you the IO as the organization itself, our mission, of course, the Master of Science in Osteopathy and the program, and why you should study at our academy. Let's dive first into some more details about the International Academy of Osteopathy. So, as already described, our school is one of the leading educational institutes offering high quality trainings in the field of osteopathy. And of course, to achieve this, we have a big team of highly qualified and experienced teachers and also assistant teachers. And they are, of course, very committed to provide our students with a comprehensive understanding of both osteopathy, but also the principles and techniques. If we put it into some numbers, we can say that currently more than 2,600 students are trained at the International Academy of Osteopathy. Not only, of course, in Copenhagen, but all over Europe, as we have different locations like in Belgium, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Austria, and of course, Germany. As described, we have a big team of teachers, about 150 teachers and assistants, and after 35 years being active in this field, we have more or less over 10,000 alumni at our school. We are proud to offer high quality education in the field of osteopathy, and this high quality trainings has been validated by a quality label, namely the ISO quality label, and this since 1997. Aside from this quality label, our school has also a strong collaboration with our academic partner, Buckinghamshire New University, which is an English university located just outside of Greater London. Our next topic is about the mission of the IAO, and I want to briefly explain you what is our main goal we want to achieve. And this mission is rather simple, as we want to train students to become safe, competent, and moreover independent osteopaths. And what do we need for this? Well, we need a modern training which meets the highest possible standards, academic standards, I should say. And of course, we greatly prioritize establishing a scientific foundation known as evidence-based practice, and we want also our students to consistently act based on this extensive scientific knowledge. Some of the main values we have at the IIO is quality, innovation, being inclusive and providing a safe learning environment to our students and teachers, appreciation, respect, and of course, the ethical aspect is one of the most important values for us at the IAO. So if I want to summarize the mission of the IAO, then I can tell you that the IAO remains committed to the academization of the osteopathic profession and to the recognition of osteopathy in all countries, where we do organize our trainings. And as I already explained, these locations are in Belgium, the Netherlands. Copenhagen is our main city in Denmark, and then we have Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And of course, interprofessional education is for the IIO a great importance. Now we reach the most important topic from this presentation, and this is the explanation of our Masters of Science program in osteopathy. So take some time to go through this. If it's too quick, then try to pause the presentation to have a better view on, for example, the curriculum or all the other information. So you can pause in between if you want to just have an overall view on some information.
We offer actually two types of programs. First of all, we have our main business, which is providing a solid training in the Master of Science in Osteopathy. And aside from this 4-year part-time program, we also offer post-academic modules like osteopathy for children and babies or osteopathy in the field of sports. But also some shorter post-academic modules are provided as we believe in continuous learning. Let's focus first on the Master of Science in Osteopathy by starting to explain who is allowed to start this course and where it is located. At our school, the entrance qualifications to start a training program are rather strict, and therefore we only allow physiotherapists and medical doctors to start our training program, for a simple reason that we want all of our students to start on the Master of Science program with more or less the same entrance level. In this way, we can achieve that after 4 years of training, all of our students will reach our same Master of Science level. Where do we organize our courses in Denmark? Well, they are organized in the very beautiful city of Copenhagen. Nearby the city center, it's good accessible, and it's located in the University College of Copenhagen, a school where they also provide physiotherapy trainings. So we can use their classrooms and their school facilities to train you, which are very nice and good and always up to date. So this allows us to have good classrooms, good treating tables, and good teaching modalities. The curriculum of the IAO consists of 4 academic years, so you need at least 4 years to succeed our training program. And from year 1 on, our students have different modules. So we combine the different topics already from the first year on. And this is what we like because it's one of the main principles of osteopathy, that everything is interconnected with each other. So this reflects also in our curriculum. And as you can see, for example, on this slide on the left side, we have a combination of osteopathic principles with a parietal module, followed by a visceral module, so about organs, for example, the pelvic organs. And then we have 2 blocks of neurology. We have again a parietal module, the lumbar spine, followed by a diaphragm. And then for most of you, maybe a new topic, it's the craniosacral therapy. So we start already in the first year with these topics as well. We end the first year with an integration and of course a clinical work in which we revise everything you have seen through that academic year. And we end the academic year with, of course, a practical examen. And this will come every year again with, of course, different topics, but the same mix of combinations will be made throughout your program. So here again, you can see the last 2 years, year 3 and year 4, again, a mix of different topics. What is a little bit different in year 3 and year 4 is that we have not only one practical examen, but as you can see in the list, you will see twice a year a practical examen. This makes it for the students maybe a little bit easier to go through it, as the amount of theory and practical is a bit less, but at the same time, we need these 2 examens to have our level, minimum level, good enough to go on in the training. The last year, you will see again some craniosacral modules, some integration, neurology, and again a combination of visceral and parietal modules. And of course, which is a little bit different from year 1 till year 3, is that the last year will be finished by a last practical examen, and this practical examen will test the whole 4 years, in which we want to see if our student can reach the minimal level being Master of Science in Osteopathy after succeeding in this exam. So it's the final test for our students, and with this final test, we want to see if all of our students on all of the different locations are able to reach our minimal standard to be a competent, safe, and well-known osteopath.
So if the previous slides were a bit too quick, please go back and pause them so you can have a closer look to the build-up of our curriculum and what the specific topics are. Now it's time to dive a bit more into the practical side and also the fees I want to explain a bit more into detail. As mentioned, we have 40 modules spread over the 4 academic years, and each module consists of 3 consecutive days, starting on Friday at 4:30, ending somewhere around 4:15 on Sunday. The price for the module is €525 in year 1 and 2 and will be €592 from the third year on, as you will then be also a student at BNU, so the price will be slightly higher. What is included in these fees? The access to our online learning platform called the Hub, the digital handouts of the teachers, the coffee breaks, and the lunch. Aside from these 40 basic modules, you also have to subscribe for the modules Applied Professional Practice. Each year has one module APP, and the price will be €200 in year 1 and 2 and will be €250 in year 3 and 4. In the next slides, I will explain you briefly what is part of these Applied Professional Practice. I also want to mention you that in the fourth year, there is an additional cost of €444 for the participation in the skill days, and also the context and the concept of the skill days will be explained in the next upcoming slides. To finish the pricing, there is only one module left, which is the thesis module, an important module. This module consists of the defense, the supervision during the thesis process, but also the ethical committee if it's needed to do so. And the price for this module is €855. Let's now take the time to explain a bit more what is applied professional practice. As mentioned before, you can see the bit as internship, but then broader. You pay a fee for it, as mentioned in the previous slide, €200 in year 1 and 2, €250 year 3 and 4. In the first year, it consists of peer consultation, professional orientation, in which we prepare you for your future work as osteopath. We will guide you through the principles of osteopathy, introduce you into scientific research. You also will have to do some passive internship. We offer you, aside to that, 2 times a year online support sessions in which you will be able to talk with a teacher to get some extra info regarding some questions, content-related questions, and you can also participate in the skill days. In year 2, we offer you some of the same. We have peer consultation, passive internship as being part of it, online support session again 2 times a year it will be offered, and participation additionally, participation into the skill days. Year 3 and year 4 also have a module called Applied Professional Practice. In year 3, it consists of the same components as it will be in year 1 and 2, so the peer consultation, the online support, and participation in the skill days. Additionally to this now will be the time to start doing active internship. We will give you a template for this to guide you through the full process of moving from passive to active internship, and you also have to write an essay about integrity. In year 4, again, peer consultation, active internship being a very important component in the last year, online support to explain some additional info by our excellent teachers team. You can or you have to participate in the skill days, and you also have to write an essay, and the subject of the essay will be interprofessional communication.
I hope you enjoyed our informational session so far. And now the last question which pops into my head is, why should you choose the IAO as your school to become an osteopath? And I can give you some small specific topics why you should consider becoming a student at the IAO. First of all, because you will obtain after our 4-year program not only the DO degree, and DO stands for Diploma in Osteopathy. It's our validated diploma which you need to have access to a professional group after your training program. But you will also obtain a Master of Science in Osteopathy from our English academic partner university, the Buckinghamshire New University. So you will receive 2 degrees, the DO and the Master of Science. Everything you learn during our modules is immediately applicable in your own practice, and this makes it very hands-on and very practical to continue learning once the module has finished. You will be taught by a team of passionate and competent osteopaths, and I am one of them, and I can really say that our team of teachers is strong, is solid, and has a lot of knowledge to tell you. So I'm really excited about our team of teachers. They are really nice people, and I do appreciate all their knowledge they have. At the IO, we try to prove as much as possible, and this is also done by you, for example, by writing your thesis, your research project. So we try to prove everything on an evidence-based practice. And of course, aside from evidence-based practice, we offer you a combination of different learning methods. So it's a blended learning community, rather online, but also offline modalities. As we offer you also some books, some handouts to read and continue learning. As we are a private school, our approach is always individual, and you're not a number. No, you really are a student, and we do appreciate when you choose for us as your institution to being trained as an osteopath. So the individual approach is a strong thing we offer at the IAO. And aside from being very individual, we are also at the same time flexible. So flexibility is also strong for us. And if there is something, our students are always we are always happy to help our students find solutions if there is something, have discussions with them if they have some problems. We are always there to help them and find an individual solution for them. But aside from being flexible on that way, we also are flexible in our training program. So if you want to pause your training, you can do so and retake it 1 or 2 years later. Of course, always in communication with our school. Again, a small reminder about evidence-based practice, as it is important for us as an academic school. We just want to point out what it means, and I think you might know this already, but it's a combination of 3 important facts: research evidence, patient preferences, and clinical experience. And the combination of these 3 makes us being as evidence-based practice as possible.
If you still have some unanswered questions after attending this information session, please sign up for an open day, and you can find these open days on our website www.osteopathy.eu, and I highly advise you to attend one of these open days, as a teacher will be present there to answer all of your questions. If you want to know more in the meantime, you can visit our website. You can always call us or mail us, visit the Instagram page or our Facebook page. Thank you all for attending today's session. I've covered a lot of important information and I hope you found it valuable. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us at any time. And of course, I do hope to welcome you very soon on our teaching location in Copenhagen. Have a good day and goodbye.